Okay, so the rest of 8.5 is dealing with complex fractions. Here's the deal. We can solve complex fractions two different ways. Personally, I think it's easier if you can figure it out the first way and not have to do the second method. But complex fraction is when you have a fraction that contains a fraction in the numerator or denominator or both. So it's a fraction over top of a fraction or whatever, okay? Method 1 is, if necessary, simplify the numerator and or denominator by writing it each as a single fraction, then divide the numerator by the denominator. Method 2 is multiplying the numerator and or the denominator by the least common denominator of every fraction in the numerator and denominator, then simplify.
Yeah, method 1's easier.
We are not going to talk about this whole problem, but we are going to talk about how could I combine, here's a complex fraction, how can I combine the bottom part together and then get it out of there so that I can simplify this?
Well, they're both ones on
1
the top.
plus PQ, wait, 1 over PQ.
So
2.
we don't want to focus on this top part of the fraction. We only want to focus down here right now. So just pretend that that's the only thing that you have going on. 1 over P plus 1 over Q. What would you do to take care of that, to combine them?
2 over PC. I don't know if that's right.
2 over
So that's
P plus
just-
Q.
If the base is
Oh,
P
yeah, you're right.
on one and the base is Q on the other, can you add those
No.
together?
No.
So what do I need to do?
Find
More,
Find a common denominator. What would be the common denominator if one base is P and one base is Q?
PQ.
PQ. So what do I need to do with the fraction that says 1 over P?
Multiply by Q.
No, not 1 over Q.
Just Q.
Q over Q. So that I get 1 over Q over PQ plus, what do I do to this fraction over here?
Times P over P.
P over P, good. Plus P over PQ. Now, what happens when I combine those? I get 1 over Q plus P over PQ, yeah? How do you get rid of that fraction that's under the fraction?
You multiply by the reciprocal.
Yes.
You.
But I'm going to multiply this by PQ over Q plus P, right?
So they both.
And I'm going to multiply the top part also. So it's like this. This should, PQ over P plus Q. So what happens is here, this cancels, yes? And up top you get PQ over P plus Q. And that's my simplified form of my complex fraction. Now we're going to make it more difficult. How do I simplify 5 over x plus 4 over 1 over x plus 4 plus 2 over x? Okay, look at the top first. Look at the top fraction.
Wait,
Can you bring that
Okay,
top
what?
one?
No, you go.
well, I just have a question.
Okay.
Is it important that there's x plus 4 and x plus 4?
Eventually it will be important, yes. Okay, right now, up top, I only have one fraction up there, right?
Yes.
So I don't need to do anything to the top as of right now because there's nothing to combine up there. Does that make sense? Okay, there's no two fractions being added together. So I can just take this and I can say 5 over x plus 4. Now, on bottom I have x plus 4 and I have x. What's wrong with that? For my denominators. The bases aren't the same. So what do I have to do to 1 over x plus 4 to get the same base? What's it missing from the other one? An x. It's missing an x. Missing an x. So I multiply by x over x. And I get x over x times x plus 4, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And then that is plus whatever this. What is this fraction on the bottom missing that this fraction has?
X plus 4.
So I multiply the top and the bottom by x plus 4. So up top I get
2x plus 8.
2x plus 8, and on bottom I get x.
times x plus 4.
Yeah, I got it right there. I get x times x plus 4. Now I can combine like terms on the bottom, correct? So I can rewrite this as 5 over x plus 4 over x plus 2x is. Wait a second. Yeah. Can I combine those?
Yeah, they have the same base.
Yeah, okay, I just double checked. 3x plus 8 over x plus 4. Now, how do I get that fraction out of the bottom of the overall fraction?
9 divided.
Reciprocal, flip and multiply. So I'm gonna rewrite this down here so that I have space. 5 over x plus 4 over 3x plus 8 over x plus 4. Flip and multiply. So I'm going to flip it and I'm going to say, let's multiply this by x, well, I don't know why I always write that. Okay, let's multiply by x plus 4 over 3x plus 8 over x plus 4 over 3x plus 8.
Cancel out.
Okay, so this cancel, right? Now, Maddie, yes, this is why it's important. That and that cancel, yes?
Yeah.
So I'm left with 5 times x, which is
X.
and I'm left with it all over. And stop messing with her. And then that gives me my simplified answer.
Could you do
No.
5x?
No, because 3x plus 8 is being added together. If it was in parentheses, I could cancel, yes. Okay. So now I'm gonna give us another one. Let's try one like this. Let me find one that I like. 3 over x plus 5. 3 over x plus 5 over 2x minus 3 plus, actually, I want to do it a little bit more. I want to pick a different one, I'm sorry. Okay, I want to do this. Let's do x minus 6, or x over 6 minus x over 3 over x over 5 minus 7 over 10. How do I start to do this? What do I need to do first?
The base is the same.
For what?
Both.
The denominator and the numerator.
For the denominator and the numerator. So let's start with the numerator. What do I need to do?
Make
Times it by 2.
Times what by 2? So 2. Do I need to change this one? No. Okay, so I get x over 6 minus 2x over 6, right? And then that's all gonna be over top of, let's fix the bottom and then we'll combine stuff up there. What do I need, times what? This?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I get 2x.
over 10 minus 7 over 10.
Okay, now, let's go ahead and do what we need to do. So up here, what do I get?
Negative x over 6.
Okay, and on bottom, what do I get?
2x minus 7 over 10.
Okay, now what do I have to do?
Now, you have to
Multiply by the
flip the
reciprocal.
reciprocal.
Yep, 2x minus 7 over 10. Reciprocal would be
10 over 2x minus 7.
I mean, the bonds,
so this cancel, that cancel, that cancel, that cancel. Okay, what about here?
now you gotta make them the same.
No,
Negative 10x over.
no, it's not. What? I'm multiplying them, so what are we doing? Canceling first.
Oh.
Look, 6 and 10 reduce.
So it would be 3 and 5.
Yes. And so what's
So-
5 times negative x?
Negative 5x over 6x minus 21.
Yes. Now, in your book, they're probably gonna leave it like this. They're probably gonna say negative 5x over, and they're gonna leave it like this. Just so you know.
Why? Is it wrong?
Nope, either's fine. They're both the same answer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Those are the things you're working on in your homework. You have 31 through 36 all to do.